Picasso with phrases, impossible placement, commas and spaces and rhymes intertwined with unstoppable greatness. Lines are amazing, you'll find that it's ancient. It took me some time, but I found it with faith as I come from the bottom and bounce to the lengths which are boundless to count. All the mountains it takes, all the ounces of strength. Every pound that I gave, I was pounding the ground to confound them with waves. Wave after wave of that power engraved in my soul from the God I have parted the lake. They crossed and were grateful, they found the most great in the form of a man and sent down to the pavement. This is my story, as old as creation, as old as the one who has molded, created my being so he could be formally praised. Adored by the saved from the torment, his slaves who awoke from the state, and he rose from the grave by his word and command. He has spoken and gave them in spirit the day they were formed and were made. In his image portrayed like a portrait in motion and flows like an ocean of water and laid the foundations of earth. And all it took break to the darkest of space that unearths and displays everything in degrees on the thoughts in his brain. In the name of the God I have conquered the game. Now I'm back like a monster to stomp on the game. Of course I will bring all the force I can strain out myself till they melt from the scorching the flames. A torch from my mouth to the dragon is laid. How ironic is that? I will blast him with rays of my light and will brighten the blackest of things. Never lost, I have gained. Every loss was a gain. I'm a light that was sent to a fallen terrain. Through the sun they will know that the Father had came. Every fall was on springs that were under my feet. I had jumped from the deeps and took off with my wings. All they saw was a man who was starving insane. Their minds all evolved from a ball and a cane. The older they are harder to train. What is clear becomes something that's hard to explain. Resurrect to your feet or be dead in the sleep, because sleep is the mother of death in degrees. You'll repent and be free, you're presenting, you'll flee from my might. I'm a king, this is checkers to me. All the light that I bring, it will measure the deeps, it will call out the space, it will mention my deeds. They will rise from their graves, ascend and repeat everything I have done. Or will dread when they meet with the things they denied and they end in defeat. The things that they thought that they never will see, they will see everything that they never had dreamed of. And that is the day that they never will sleep but forever will be. Woke to the facts while they burn in the flame with no hope to relax. Choking and gasping from smoke to collapse to the floor, cause they thought these were jokes in my raps. But God knows that these are not jokes or exaggerated. These phrases are quotes on my cat. And God is the head of his chosen, and acting his goes through a man while their statues are frozen. The things that they worship besides the most high, they can't speak, they are false without trying to lie. And they can't consume what is lying beside them. Instead they are dead without trying to die. Sing them a song, they won't smile, you find. They won't praise you or hate you, they're hollow inside. Where can you go if you follow their side? They will lead you to flames right beside their demise. The flames will ignite and arrive with surprise. They will eat as I coon when they swallow their pride. I tried and I tried to connect them to truth, but the truth is that it was the God they denied. I'm not offended, I'm not affected. You're hurting yourself, but the God is not injured. Changing the world with the might of a finger. It's bread and it's blood, let's invite them to dinner. He stretched out his hands in the likes of a swimmer and parted the sea with his light and delivered his people right under the sight of the sinners. We blessed it though you had to write it in English. If they cannot see, his sight is diminished. You have been made in the likeness and image of God. At the phrase they are frightened and grimace, preferring to leave you confined within limits. The language of angels minus the presence of God is just blind. He enlightens the sentence. The language of earth